Good morning, Pastor Brian here. Thank you for joining me today as we read a psalm a day throughout the book of Psalms. I'll be reading from the Common English Bible, and this is our daily Bible study series where I read a chapter a day through a book of the Bible. And since we are on the book of Psalms, it is a psalm a day. So let's jump into number 61. God, listen to my cry. Pay attention to my prayer. When my heart is weak, I cry out to you. From the very ends of the earth, lead me to the rock that is higher than I am, because you have been my refuge, a tower of strength, in the face of the enemy. Please, let me live in your tent forever. Please, let me take refuge in the shelter of your wings. Because you, God, have heard my promises. You've given me the same possession as those who honor your name. Add days to the king's life. Let the years extend for many generations. Let him be enthroned forever before God. Make it so love and faithfulness watch over him. Then I will sing praises to your name forever, and I will do what I promised every single day. That's the end of Psalm 61, a rather short psalm and an interesting psalm too. We've kind of got a plea at the beginning, calling out to God, recognizing God is forever and wanting to be in God's tent as a refuge, and then again, then praising God for hearing what is going on in his life. And that what I find interesting about this part is how the psalmist kind of takes that idea of God having heard the promises that has been given to him, and that because of that his name is honored, and that in response to that he will sing praises, and he will sing praises to his name forever, and he will do what he promised every single day. Just kind of an interesting way of saying, God, I've seen the way in which you've kept your word and your love and your promises to me, and now that I see how all that is happening, I'm going to do the things that I promised to do by praising your name and by doing what I promised every single day. Just kind of on the one hand, you could say that, you could be maybe cynical, I guess, and say that he's only doing it because God has delivered him. But I think another way of looking at it is the way in which I feel that we are called as Christians, is that God's doing these things anyway. And, sometimes we don't always see that. And that's why we call for help, and we call for God to be our refuge, and why we want to be in God's tent and house so that we can just kind of feel that closeness, even though we know God is everywhere. And then when we recognize that, because we're paying attention to it, then we see that God is actually at work in our lives. And so then we sing praises to God. And then we are even more joyful and eager to do the things that we have been called to do as a response to that love and faithfulness that God has given us. So that's kind of what I got out of today's psalm, and I hope that it was helpful for you, and I hope you find great meaning in these daily Bible studies. And so take care of yourselves. Remember to write down, share with a friend, share with us what it is that you got out of today's psalm. What did you like? What didn't you like? And hold on to it and wrestle with it and dig into it that way. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and God bless.